Love, secrets, and stunning landscapes awake. This summer, The Bold and the Beautiful takes us on a dizzying journey across continents, hearts, and hidden truths. From the sparkling waters of Italy to the dark corridors of Los Angeles' most powerful families, emotions are about to explode. Old flames are rekindled, and long-buried secrets threaten to resurface. When Ridge Forrester is drawn once again to his eternal love, Brooke Logan, a storm of romance is brewing under the Mediterranean sun, but danger lurks. Meanwhile, Liam Spencer faces a shocking medical twist that could change everything, and perhaps all is not as it seems. Add to that a mysterious disappearance, a potential betrayal, and the unexpected return of Ivy Forrester, and you've got 2 weeks of suspense, emotion, and unforgettable drama. The next few episodes of The Bold and the Beautiful promise the passion, heartbreak, and scandal that only this TV show can deliver. Sheila's strange heroism, a toothless tiger or redeemed villain. When it comes to The Bold and the Beautiful, Sheila Carter Sharp is a name that sends shivers down every character's spine. With a legacy stained by betrayal, violence, and manipulation, Sheila has long been the show's most unpredictable force. So imagine the surprise when the woman known for terror turned up at the Spencer mansion and did the unthinkable, risk her own life to save Steffi Forrester. Yes, you read that right. In a moment no one could have predicted, Sheila took a bullet to the foot while helping protect Steffi from a dangerous confrontation with Luna Nozawa. Though her act may have been impulsive or self-serving, this is Sheila after all. It earned her a strange and awkward place in the room. For once, Sheila wasn't the threat. She was the shield. The scene at the mansion is bound to be one of tension and disbelief. Liam, ever the skeptic, is caught between gratitude and wariness. Steffi, haunted by Sheila's past crimes, offers a tense nod of thanks, but her eyes burn with unresolved fear and mistrust. And yet, Sheila jokes. She smirks. She talks about losing another toe with a nonchalance that borders on deranged charm. She even thanks Liam, yes, thanks him, for stepping in and helping save Steffi's life. For a brief, surreal moment, it's almost as if she belongs. But can a villain like Sheila truly change? Or is this just another twisted performance in her endless game of survival? As the days unfold, fans are left to wonder, is Sheila genuinely seeking redemption? Or is she merely playing the long game, using her hero moment as a bargaining chip for future forgiveness? One thing is certain, Sheila Carter never acts without an agenda. And in the ever-spinning world of The Bold and the Beautiful, even a good deed might be the first step toward a new disaster. Liam's tumor, real diagnosis, or elaborate con. In the fast-paced world of The Bold and the Beautiful, shocking medical diagnoses are nothing new. But what's unfolding with Liam Spencer could redefine what it means to be deceived. Just weeks ago, Liam collapsed in front of his loved ones, sparking fear of a life-threatening condition. When a CT scan revealed a suspicious mass in his brain, the words tumor and surgery triggered immediate panic across the Spencer clan. But something about this medical emergency doesn't sit right. Enter Grace, a specialist who arrived with urgency and a $1 million price tag. Her solution was swift, almost too swift, an emergency operation to remove the mass. Bill Spencer, desperate to save his son, didn't hesitate. He opened his checkbook, agreed to the costly procedure, and waited for a miracle. Now that Liam has emerged from surgery seemingly fine, with little complication and no clear diagnosis to follow, questions are rising. And fast. Dr. John Finn Finnegan has been observing the case from a cautious distance. As a skilled and detail-oriented doctor, Finn finds several red flags: a lack of documentation, conflicting test results, and a noticeable absence of follow-up scans. Most damning of all, a recent conversation overheard between Grace and a mysterious associate, hinting that the surgery may have been nothing more than a carefully orchestrated performance. Could it be that Liam never had a tumor to begin with? If Grace and her team fabricated the entire ordeal just to extract $1 million from Bill Spencer, it wouldn't be the first time medical professionals were corrupted in this soap universe. But it would be one of the boldest cons in recent memory. For Liam, the implications are devastating. Not only was he made to believe his life was in jeopardy, but his loved ones rallied around him under false pretenses. How will Hope, Steffi, and even Ivy respond if the truth comes out? Will Bill seek justice or vengeance? And what about Grace? Will she vanish into the night or face a reckoning? This storyline has all the elements of a modern thriller: betrayal, high stakes, and the emotional roller coaster of a man facing his own mortality, only to discover he might have been a pawn in a much larger game. But here's the twist that only the bold and the beautiful could deliver. What if the con artist had a conscience? What if Grace had some real findings, but embellished them for greed? Or worse, what if the tumor is still there, growing silently, while everyone argues over its existence? As Finn digs deeper, the truth will inevitably surface. And when it does, it might destroy more than reputations. It could cost someone their life. Luna's disappearance, a secret too dangerous to tell. Luna Nozawa's story was already layered with pain, betrayal, and confusion. Once a bright, ambitious young woman trying to make her mark in the fashion world, Luna's fall from grace was sudden and brutal. Accused of dangerous crimes and cornered by evidence she swore was false, Luna was carted away in handcuffs, her reputation shattered, and her future stolen. But now, she's gone. One moment, Luna was under medical surveillance at the hospital following a traumatic breakdown. The next, she vanished. No record, no release, no trace. To the public, it might seem like an escape. But to those who know the Finnegan family history, there's a far more chilling theory at play. All signs point to one name: Lee Finnegan. A fiercely protective mother and calculated professional, Lee once faked her own son Finn's death and hid him for weeks to protect him from danger. Could she have done it again? This time for Luna? The clues are mounting. A nurse reported seeing Lee in the hallway late at night. Surveillance footage from the hospital has mysteriously been deleted. And most telling of all, Poppy Nozawa, Luna's biological mother, has been receiving cryptic messages, unsigned but unmistakably full of blame. Could it be that Lee, tormented by her own past choices and convinced that Poppy ruined Luna's life, decided to save her niece in the only way she knew how? Sources close to the family whisper that Luna may now be hidden in a remote location, sedated, confused, and unaware of her true circumstances. If Lee faked her death to prevent her from returning to prison, it's both a rescue and a prison in itself. But what's Lee's endgame? To rehabilitate Luna, to erase her identity and give her a second chance elsewhere, or to punish Poppy by severing the bond between mother and daughter? Meanwhile, Finn begins to sense something is terribly wrong. As he reviews Luna's file and the timeline of her disappearance, the inconsistencies become too loud to ignore. His instincts, sharpened by past trauma, tell him that his mother is hiding something, and the guilt in her eyes only confirms it. And Poppy, she's growing more desperate by the day. A mother's intuition tells her that Luna is alive, but unreachable. And as the days turn into weeks, that gnawing dread becomes unbearable. The drama surrounding Luna's fate is about to explode. As viewers, we're left suspended between sympathy and suspicion. Was Lee right to take matters into her own hands? Or did she cross a line from caregiver to captor? One thing is certain, in the world of the bold and the beautiful, no secret stays buried forever, and when Luna resurfaces, the fallout may destroy more than one family. Ridge and Brooke, a romance reborn in Italy. There are few love stories in soap opera history as enduring, or as emotionally tangled, as that of Ridge Forrester and Brooke Logan. Spanning decades, continents, and countless rivalries, their bond has weathered betrayals, marriages, affairs, and reconciliations. And now, under the golden sun of Italy, destiny appears ready to write another chapter in their complicated tale. This time, it all begins in Naples, where Brooke has joined an old flame, Nick Marone, for what she believes is a simple scenic getaway. Italy's winding streets, candlelit dinners, and stunning coastal views bring back a flood of emotions, not just from her past with Nick, but also from the unshakable connection she's always had with Ridge. As Nick presents her with a small velvet box containing an engagement ring, Brooke is caught between nostalgia and confusion. Is this a new beginning, or merely a distraction from the one man who has always had her heart? Back in Los Angeles, Ridge is restless. He pretends to focus on business, family, and his future, but his thoughts betray him. Visions of Brooke laughing, of her smile in the Mediterranean sun, haunt him. Ridge has tried to move on so many times, but something about this moment, this place, this absence, tells him the story isn't over. Spurred by instinct and longing, Ridge boards a flight to Capri, unaware that fate has already begun to set the stage. Meanwhile, Brooke, wandering through the narrow alleys of the island's coast, suddenly slips while trying to take a photo near a rocky ledge. The waters of the Tyrrhenian Sea, though breathtaking, turn dangerous in an instant. Screams echo through the cliffs, but it's Ridge who hears her. In a sequence fit for cinema, Ridge races down the slope, dives into the water, and pulls Brooke into his arms. It's more than a rescue. It's a resurrection of memory, of love, of something bigger than either of them. In the aftermath, soaking wet and breathless, Brooke clings to Ridge not just for warmth, but for truth. "Why are you here?" she whispers. Ridge's answer is simple, honest, and decades in the making. "Boy, because I couldn't let you fall. Not again. Not ever." That moment, unfiltered, raw, poetic, is the turning point. What follows are days of reflection, laughter, and vulnerability. They visit the Blue Grotto, where Ridge recalls the first time he realized he couldn't live without her. They share gelato in a small piazza, where Brooke leans on his shoulder and sighs. "It's always been you." At sunset, walking barefoot along the beach, Ridge confesses that every time he's tried to love someone else, it's been a detour, one that always led him back to her. But this wouldn't be The Bold and the Beautiful without tension. Nick isn't done yet. He confronts Ridge, demanding to know why he followed Brooke across an ocean. Ridge responds with classic Forrester fire, "Because she belongs with me. She always has." The triangle teeters on the edge of confrontation, but Brooke's eyes, now clearer than ever, say everything. She's no longer torn. She chooses love. Real, flawed, timeless love. As the bells of Capri ring in the distance, Ridge and Brooke stand beneath the warm Italian sky, holding hands, hearts full, finally ready to face whatever comes next. Together. But as fans know too well, peace in their world is always fleeting. With Liam's drama spiraling, Luna's secret nearing exposure, and Ivy Forrester on the horizon, how long can their happiness truly last? Still, for now, Italy has offered them something rare and precious. A second chance to get it right. And that, perhaps, is more powerful than any vow. Ivy Forrester returns. Memory, regret, and second chances. As the waves crash along the Italian coast, another tide is rising back in Los Angeles, one that brings with it the ghosts of love once lost. Ivy Forrester, the elegant and passionate jewelry designer, is back. And while she insists her return is purely professional, her eyes betray a deeper story. She never truly let go of Liam Spencer. Time has passed, wounds have healed on the surface, but Ivy's memories of Liam remain vivid, moments of connection, of stolen kisses, and near-future promises that were broken by fate, interference, and perhaps by fear. As Ivy strolls the corridors of Forrester Creations, every corner whispers echoes of their past. And now, hearing of Liam's medical crisis, her heart stirs with old feelings. Could this be fate offering a second chance? For Ivy, it's not just about rekindling a flame, it's about closure, healing, and maybe rewriting the ending that never felt quite right. Her conversations with Steffi and Hope are cautious, diplomatic, but beneath the surface, there's a quiet resolve. If Liam is truly free, emotionally, mentally, then maybe, just maybe, there's still a chapter for them yet to write. Liam, recovering from his ordeal, is thrown by Ivy's reappearance. He remembers her kindness, her gentleness, her loyalty, traits he's longed for in a world that constantly spins out of control. And as Ivy opens up about the life she's lived since leaving LA, the people she lost, the lessons she learned, it touches something in him. But their path forward isn't easy. With Hope and Steffi still orbiting Liam's world, Ivy must decide, is it worth entering that emotional battlefield again? Or will she guard her heart and walk away a second time? One thing is clear, Ivy's return isn't just a nostalgic nod to the past. It's a mirror held up to Liam's choices, and a question he must now answer. Who does his heart truly belong to? The children's perspective, Beth and Kelly's mini-drama. While the adults wage battles of love, lies, and loyalty, two small voices echo quietly in the background. Beth Spencer and Kelly Spencer, the daughters of Hope and Steffi, and the beating hearts of the next generation. In the midst of medical chaos and emotional breakdowns, these little girls remind us what the bold and the beautiful is ultimately about. Family. Beth, ever observant and gentle like her mother Hope, begins to notice the tension in the air. Daddy Liam is home, but something about him seems different, quieter, Weaker, she sneaks into his room with her favorite drawing and whispers, "I made this so you feel better." It's a simple gesture, but one that melts even Liam's broken heart. Kelly, on the other hand, is more bold. Like her mom, Steffi, she asks tough questions. "Why did Grandma Sheila save you, Mommy? Is she good now?" Her voice cuts through the room like a child's truth always does. And when she hears that Liam had a problem in his head, she offers her toy doctor kit to help fix it. Their innocence becomes the emotional center of the storm. The show cleverly offers kid-friendly scenes where Liam reassures them with gentle words, masking the darker truth. They don't need to know about brain tumors or con artists, just that their father is safe and that love surrounds them. In these moments, the weight of the world softens. Beth and Kelly's giggles, shared crayons, and wide-eyed wonder offer a tender counterbalance to the tension-heavy lives of the adults. And, for viewers, these scenes serve as reminders. Behind every dramatic twist is a family trying to stay together. Behind every broken heart, a reason to hope. Looking ahead, will Italy change everything? As the sun sets over Capri, casting a golden glow on Ridge and Brooke's renewed vows and hearts, the bold and the beautiful prepares to pivot into uncharted emotional territory. What began as a romantic escape now threatens to unravel long-standing relationships, hidden lies, and fragile futures. Will Italy change everything? The Ridge-Brooke reunion may feel predestined, but passion is never safe in this world. Nick Marone's presence, armed with a ring and wounded pride, suggests this is far from over. He's not just a romantic rival, he's a wild card. And Brooke's decision to reject his proposal may set off a chain reaction that follows them all the way back to Los Angeles. Liam's recovery, once seen as a blessing, now pulses with doubt. If Finn proves the surgery was a con, the ripple effect could destroy Grace's career, cost Bill Spencer millions, and shake Liam's trust in everyone around him. Worse still, what if Liam wants to believe the lie? If he uses his second chance to reframe his life, who will get caught in his path? Ivy Forrester's return adds another layer of tension to an already fractured love triangle. If Liam finds comfort in her calm and her unconditional affection, what happens to Hope? And how will Steffi react if he starts drifting toward the woman she once saw as a threat? And then there's Luna. Her fate, shrouded in secrecy and maternal control, remains the ticking time bomb beneath the surface. The moment she resurfaces, or worse, is discovered, could shatter not just Poppy and Lee's relationship, but every fragile alliance at Forrester Creations. In the background, children laugh, Italy sparkles, and everyone smiles for photos. But behind closed doors, the truth is unraveling. The next 2 weeks promise twists worthy of a Shakespearean epic. Betrayal disguised as loyalty, love reborn in disaster, and redemption hanging by a thread. In this world, the only thing more dangerous than heartbreak is hope. True love, true lies, and the beautiful chaos ahead. In just 2 weeks, The Bold and the Beautiful has delivered enough twists to last a lifetime. Yet this is only the beginning. With romances rekindled beneath the Italian sun, secrets buried deeper than anyone imagined, and returns that reopen old wounds, the world of Forrester, Spencer, and Logan is poised for a reckoning. Ridge and Brooke may have found each other again, but nothing in their universe remains peaceful for long. Liam's fate still teeters on the edge of truth and deception. Ivy's heart is knocking at a door that may finally open. Luna's story, cloaked in maternal guilt and silent screams, still waits to explode. This is the beauty of The Bold and the Beautiful. It doesn't just tell love stories, it tests them. It doesn't just create villains, it forces them to change or fall. So, whether you're here for the romance, the mystery, or just the gorgeous shots of Italy, one thing is certain, the coming days will keep you guessing, gasping, and glued to your screen. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more exclusive updates, in-depth previews, and fan theories. Until next time, hello and goodbye.